Hi everyone, and welcome to my virtual modular synth little demo. I've been kind of poking away at this, and I thought I'd send a version out to have you try if you want and see what you think. So yeah, it's pretty basic, but I'm kind of surprised at the sounds I'm getting from it. They're very analog. Here's what you do. Okay, you'll unpack this. Just start up the application here, and it brings up a little RTC mix window, and then there's the modular synth. So to get it to work, basically you just plug outputs and inputs. All the yellow things are outputs, the green things are all inputs. Try to make it so you can pretty much plug anything into anything, which is sort of how modular synths work in the analog world. So let's get some sound happening. Take this guy out, put him into the signal output. We hear a sine wave. Change the pitch. Change the waveform. Here's sawtooth, square, triangle, and pulse. Let's go to a sawtooth, and let's get the frequency down, but I want it lower than that. So I'm going to modify this to be down to 50 hertz. Get a nice thick sound like that, okay? Now, to unpatch something, you simply retrace the root backwards and let it go. I unpatched it because I'm going to run it into my filter, into my signal input here, and then I'll take my signal output here, and you get the nice wow sound that, of course, all electronic music must have. Okay, you can set the resonance there and things like that. But of course, if you want like a really cool sound, you want to be able to trigger that with an envelope. So I'm going to take the output of the envelope generator, plug it into my center frequency input, and hit the ping button. Nothing happens. Well, look, my top frequency here is only 3 hertz, so that's generating a ping of like this plus or minus plus 3 hertz. I really want it to go up maybe like 1,000 hertz. Okay, so let's get this going here, and then ping it. And we can hear that nice rise. Okay, we can make it faster here. Again, I only have an up and down envelope right now. I'll be working on getting like all the fancy wave tables, function tables we have in RTC Mix going. Okay. The other thing you can do is you can loop this, but before I loop it, I'm going to make it even a little bit thicker. I'm going to add, of course, a second oscillator. Bring that down to like, 50 hertz. And let's give it maybe a little range between 50 and 60 so I have some nice fine tuning here. Get that to be a nice ramp wave. Some kind of nice detuning here happening. And that sounds pretty cool. Let me ping it. Then I can loop that ping. And let's make it even thicker. I'm going to take the output of this guy, run into the frequency input of this oscillator so I can get some FM happening. But I don't hear a lot of FM. And that's because the amplitude, again, is only generating a frequency deviation of 2 hertz. Let's make it be more like up to 500 hertz, okay? And we can get some nice, sort of thick, sort of FM sounds happening here. Now let's take this and just for fun, plug it into our amplitude output here. Let's get a nice, maybe a square wave going here. Turn that way down. Let's get it down to maybe, let's go down to maybe like 0.1 hertz here. Maybe up to about 50 hertz here. And all of a sudden, get some nice sort of thick sounds like that too. Turn that up, make it a little bit less edgy here, and you can also make the envelope generator start going faster and faster and faster too. Way up to audio rates there. Said you start getting some really interesting sounds just kind of like fooling around, just like a real live modular synth. Okay, so I'm going to stop it. Now notice when I quit, the sound keeps going. That's because RTC Mix is still running. You'll have to terminate that separately. At some point, I'm going to have to figure out how to, terminate it from within the application. I do want to show you one thing that's a little bit of a bug that I found already. Let me get this restarted here. Boom. Get rid of these, okay? And that is, if you got this happening, okay, and I turn it off like this, suppose that I click here, and then I click back here, and then I get this weird thing, and I can't get rid of it. Hit the tab key. That's one bug. I'm sure there's many more. But yeah, if you get a free moment, give it a try and let me know what you think. I'll probably start adding a few more modules and features. I also, yeah, well, you can read what I wrote. Yeah, see you later.